Hey, I'm host of Tech News Today, Tom Merritt, also host of Sword and Laser, East Meets West, Autopilot, formerly Forecast, Current Geek, bunch of shows. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with this whole YouTube channel thing that they got going on. So I figured I love going onto Twitter and just doing Ask Me Anything. It's like an AMA for Reddit, except I just do it on Twitter. Brian Brushwood does it all the time. Kind of gave me the idea. So I just went onto Twitter just now and posted that I would answer the next 20 questions asked of me in a video. I already got 7 tweets here. So let's take a look. First one comes from San Nakji. And he says, what's the deal with Russian and you? I took 3 years of Russian in college, which I guess isn't really like, okay, well, why'd you take 3 years of Russian in college? I was signing up for my classes and knew I needed a foreign language. I'd taken Spanish in high school, and I wanted to branch out. I wanted to try something different. I happened to be reading, of all things, Herman Wouk's Winds of War at the time, and there were passages there in Russian. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I understood those without needing the translation? Signed up for Russian. So there you go. Brett Schulte says that could go horribly wrong. That's not a question, Brett. Raz Gaming, what would you say is your greatest accomplishment so far in life? I guess Tech News Today is my greatest accomplishment so far in life. Adam Up Now, thoughts on where VidCon is going? VidCon, of course, very popular with the YouTube crowds. Bigger and bigger. I think VidCon's going to start looking like the big professional, like Comic-Con-ish conventions, except for YouTube stars. What I would hope is that it branches out beyond YouTube, but honestly, I don't see that happening anytime soon. James asks, what's your favorite fame you have played? Well, typo there. That's okay, James. I think he means game. My favorite game I've played is, probably Civilization is my favorite game ever. Real close to the SimCities, not SimCity 4, but the older, like SimCity 2000 especially. But Civilization, actually, and almost every inauguration of Civilization, so I guess that makes it win. Srup says, are you happy, Tom? I am, Srup. I'm pretty happy. Thanks, man. How Tran, can you come up with an interesting anagram of your full name? No. The best I can come up with is Mott Tarum on short notice. And that's just my name backwards. Dan, Dodgers or Cardinals? Cardinals. I'm sorry. I know I live in Los Angeles now, but not even close. Always Cardinals. Ridge, what do you think of the idea that there is nothing more to life than procreation and genetic legacy, that sex is the end goal? No, there's more to life than that. I do agree that evolutionarily, sex is one of the main motivators underlying what happens in life, because without it, you don't advance the species. But that's on a real high level. Bill Meeks says, do you consider yourself more like Bert or Ernie? Why? I always wanted to be more like Ernie. I guess I lean towards the Ernie. There's a lot of Bert in me. A lot of like, let's keep things, on track, obviously. But Ernie's more fun. Come on. I want to be more like Ernie. 10 is Robert Whitley. If there was one thing you had to eat for dinner for the rest of your life, what would it be? Mexican food. Probably enchiladas, to be specific. On to question 11. Eric Booth. How do you find the time for all the shows and podcasts you do each day? What is your time management secret? I don't know. I don't know how. I enjoy doing it all. That's the first thing. I do keep a calendar with a list of tasks that I have to do every day, so I keep it out of my head. I just look at the calendar and go, okay, these are the things I have to do today. I keep a Simple Note app or a Simple Note document that has the things I don't have to do today but need to get done. But yeah, I don't. Other than just enjoying it and wanting to do it, I think that makes a big difference. Question 12. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? That would be 2023. I have no idea. What I'd like to be doing is still doing the shows that I love and maybe writing more. I really enjoy writing, especially now that I work from home. It gives me more time to do that. It gives me more flexibility to do that. All right, I'm losing count here. 12, Benjamin. 12, what do you think about the International 3 going on in Seattle right now? Haven't been following it. Embarrassed to say. Not something I've been following, so I don't have a lot of thoughts on that. 13, Andres, PS4 versus Xbox One. Right now, PS4. I will buy them both because I cover the space. So I want to have them both so I can have an opinion on both. But if I had to choose one, I'd choose the PS4 right now because I can get the things I want without having to pay a subscription fee for stuff. And I'm not a big multiplayer. I'm not a big online game player, I should say. I am a big multiplayer. I play multiplayer all the time, but I play it on my PC. 14, Richard. Tom, do you play golf? Richard, last time I played golf was on a made-up course that we imagined at the JC Park in 1989, 88. So no, I don't play golf. 15, Jay Sovic. Which podcast is the most fun for you to make? East meets West, because I don't have to prepare. I don't have to think. I can be wrong. I just spout off at the top of my mouth. And I know we don't get to do it as much as we used to, Roger and I, but it's still definitely the most fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, on to 17. James Lethbridge, why did you get into covering technology, and any tips on how to break into working as a tech journalist? I got into technology because that job was available. I have always enjoyed playing around with technology, and it allowed me to do writing. It allowed me to do a little radio. It allowed me to do a little TV. That was the job I got at ZDTV. But I guess even before I got the job at ZDTV, I was just doing it because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed writing about it. I enjoyed playing with stuff. I enjoyed downloading, man. I used to take CD-ROMs, wasn't even downloading shareware. And as far as breaking into it, my quick advice is always just do it. You can create a blog, you can create a podcast, you can create videos. These days, just do it. Zoiks, iOS or Android? Right now, I'm still with iOS, man, but I'd say it's a dead tie. I mean, I'm on iOS on my phone. I use iOS more often on the tablet, but I have an Nexus 7. I use it all the time. And I could easily see myself getting an Android phone the next time. So that's just my personal. That's not a review. That's just a personal feeling. 19, Sherwin Smith, life in LA, better or worse? Man, it's easier to get around in LA. Also, I mean, my situation is different than most people who live in LA because I don't have to commute every day. I don't have to get on a highway. That would be much worse if that was the case. Revenar, how has the world of tech reporting changed in the last 10 years? I've been thinking about this a lot. That's a good question to end on, Revenar. It has changed a lot because of the mainstreaming of technology. There are more stories to choose from that appeal more widely to people and have more of an effect. Tech news that we used to consider for like the chat on this segment, the Top Talk segment of the screensavers back in the day, that stuff was very niche, and trying to make it like have a widespread appeal was difficult sometimes. It's not the case anymore. Everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody's got the internet. So the fact that technology has become pervasive, I think, has changed technology reporting because every news site has a tech area now. That wasn't the case 10 years ago. Everybody knows about Facebook and Twitter. You know, people didn't know about GeoCities and things like that back in the day. All right, that's it. Thanks for taking part in this little experiment with me. I may do this again. I may not do it on Twitter. I may solicit questions somewhere else. I may do something totally different, but it was fun to try. Thanks for watching, everybody. YouTube.com/AceDetect, ACEDTECT.